Hi everyone, how's it going? Hi. I can't hear anything. I feel like it's weird when there's nothing. Hi, yeah, let's get some stuff set up here. Why is this? There we go. Just updated my local here, and it's a bit janky. A bit on the janky side. I just had to click. I just clicked it twice and it lost its mind. All right, what is this? This is not what I need. This is what I need. How is everyone doing today? I hope you're all doing well. I hope so. Okay, cool. All right, today, what are we doing today? Today we're working on, I'm going to look at some of the Gutenberg 15.6 features that just came out. Well, 15.6 just came out, so we're going to look at some of the features for that. What else are we going to do? And then I got some really interesting requests, suggestions, whatnot from in my Bring Me Your Issues. So this one. Got some interesting ones. I'm going to zoom that in. Nobody can read that. So that, we're going to look at this. Zoom this in. And that's, okay, we'll do this. And this is, we don't need to watch it. Look at that. Cool. So let's look at Gutenberg 15.6, which was released April 19th. Yeah, so let's look. If you're new to chat, give me a wave. Is this thing working? Hello, is this thing on? Someone say hi. No? Okay, fine. Wait, did my tweet go out? Let's look. Let's look and see. Did my tweet go out? How can I tell? How can I tell? Where's my tweets? Where's my tweets? Yep, it went out. There we go. Hey, Fedor El Destructor. Hi. David Guire. Hi. Whatever Forever. Hello. Wow. Everyone's just saying hi. This is great. Whew. Oh, Mood Patrick. Hi from Snow. Oh my God. Snohomish, Washington. Am I saying that right? Snohomish, Mr. Wood Patrick. Snohomish or Snohomish? Beta from the box. Howdy. Awesome. Well, thank you everyone for coming in and saying hi. I thought I was alone here. I'm glad I'm not. I'm glad you're all here with me. Okay. So let's look at some stuff because I got some fun things I want to do today. So we're looking at what's new in Gutenberg 15.6. So as you know, Gutenberg 15.6 gets hello from Cape Cod, Massachusetts, Carrie Web Dev. Hello from Ontario, Canada. That's where I'm from. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for coming. So happy to have you all here. Cool. So Gutenberg 15.6 was released 2 weeks ago. Last week? I don't know. On the 19th. And we're just going to look at some of the features. So there's some. Let's take a look. I haven't done a lot of research on this. I did do a brief sort of skim over. So we'll just look at sort of all the high level stuff here. So what's this? The details block, an experimental details block. Oh, that's neat. Well, occasionally you want high content till the reader is ready to receive it. This could be a spoiler content, a movie, a transcript of a podcast episode, or a video recording in a blog post. With the new details block, you can now publish hidden content that opens with a click of an arrow. It's the first version of this block, and it's behind experimental flag. Let's check that out. So to get the to get the Gutenbergs, we're going to get the most recent version of Gutenberg, which looks like 15.6.2, so there's a couple point releases. We're going to activate that, and then so how does it say that we have to do this? So it's under experiments. Every single time I say this, I make that ridiculous joke. Does anyone know the medical experiments reference that I'm talking about? Please, if you do, just tell me. If you don't, just tell me and I'll explain it because it might just be really obvious in my brain. But anyway, so we'll look under medical experiments and we'll click on, well, uncheck that, and then we'll test the details blocks. Let's see what this looks like. All posts. Oh, thanks, Fedor El Destructor. You are, it's very nice of you to say. I appreciate you. So Gutenberg Gutenberg 15.6. All right, I'm just gonna publish this. So what is it? It's called details. So let's look. Add texture blocks that will display in the details. So I'm just gonna, I have a little lorem ipsum thing. Oh, that's very interesting. So let's update that. I'll take a look at the old poster review here. And click. Now I wonder how this is doing. Is there no JavaScript involved? Summary, details. I think my man Kev told me about this before, the details thing. So this is like, there's no JavaScript here as far as I know. I think it's just regular browser goodness. Let's look. Sources page. Let's go. Content, plugins. So yeah, so there's nothing being loaded from there. I don't think there's any JavaScript. I think it's just straight CSS, which is fantastic. It's just HTML. Yes, sorry, yes, which is great. That's so cool. So that's a pretty handy little thing. It's obviously pretty, I mean, it's pretty basic right now. Let's see, where's my sidebar? Is that what I want? That's what I want. So what do we got in here? So we got color. Okay, so this is just regular color stuff. That's fine. Well, that's interesting. Oh, because I have to, okay, cool. So I have to select the block. So this color and background stuff, which is like this, it's horrible colors. That just handles that thing. Okay, and then I wonder if it makes sense. Here's a question, and this is just the first iteration, but I would think that there are 3 blocks. This are 3. It's just HTML. This are 3 blocks. What are you talking about? Interesting. So it's details, the summary. So that's its own block. Ah. Very cool. Thanks for that. Am I saying it right? Is it Sored? Sored? Raid? Sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. And also, did we not meet at WordCamp Europe in Porto? Are you the same person? Just let me know. If not, okay, cool. So that's yes, we did. Awesome. Okay, I thought so. We talked about in PHP Storm having some like live templates that allowed you to write the HTML blocks in, right? We talked about that, like how it's a pain to, like, you want to write the actual markup in one of the full set editing templates, right? I think that's what we talked about. I remember the conversation. I haven't gone anywhere with it, unfortunately, but yeah. Okay, cool. So that's a pretty neat little block. Awesome. What's the next thing? Spacer block gets spacing presets. Spacing presets were added to dimension controls in WordPress 6.1 to make controlling the space of the theme easier. Since spacing presets can clear from community feedback, the spacing presets should also be able to height control for the spacer block. Okay. So does that mean if I put a spacer block in, it's got more controls now? So what did that do for me? So height. That's pretty cool. Oh, I see. Okay, so we can enable that in the spacing sizes. Okay, so that's just done through theme.json, which is pretty handy dandy. Cool. Style variations in browse mode. Let's see what that is. So we go into the site editor. Yeah, oh, not themes, cancel. Why not? Let's do that. Editor. Styles. Oh, that's neat. Which probably need to have more themes. Let's go. I'm gonna go back here and leave this, and I'm gonna go into some themes. And what do I have actually enabled here? Let's activate this one. We'll update it while we're waiting. We'll update it. Okay, so if we go into editor, so how do they get in there? So there's like styles. Okay. So design. Nope. Design. And then it looks like we click on styles, and then yeah, so we can see it all in there. Okay, cool. So that's neat. So you can see your styles in line like this. That's pretty cool. Sure. Cancel. All right, that's handy. Other notable highlights. Cover block includes all border related design tools, which must replace. Okay. Let's look at that. Where am I here? Oh, I'm all over the place. All over the place here. Cool. I'll post. So which block was that? That was the cover block. Let's look at the cover block. I could probably just get rid of that. And down here, I'm gonna go cover. What did it add? Border related design tools. Okay, so design tools. Don't see. There's border. So we have border related. Okay. Sure, why not? Let's do. What's the scary? Oh, I love this image. It's terrifying. It's so good though. Okay. So where's the border? The border. Oh, it's over here. So I want to go. Look at this. Oh, boy. Oh, that's so good. So good. Oh, that's so nice. Fantastic. All right. Oh, these smiling sharks are the scariest thing in the world. Okay, whatever. Global styles is open. Clicking on any block of the canvas to automate open its design tools. Global styles panel. Okay, so let's look there. That's a nice little feature, I think. So we go in whatever. Let's just go in here. Global styles. Right. Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's interesting. So just that's pretty handy. These aren't really like developer-y stuff. Probably the closest thing that's actually developer-y, and this would be like on the theme development side, would be this spacing presets, which is pretty cool. But anyways, so I don't think there's much else in here. I should link this because if you're interested, you should absolutely give a read of this. There's probably things in here that I'm just glossing over. I'm very excited to get working on this next thing. I don't really. What is this? Block level saying remove WordPress filters in Gutenberg. Oh, I see. That's not a thing we need to be concerned with. Components, performance, documentation, lots of documentation stuff. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna move on. Let's see. First of all, is there anyone from the stream who is a first-time contributor? I don't recognize any of these names, but if you are one, you let me know. And then let's see who else we got on here. Well, there's me. But anyone else? Do I see anyone else? Wait a minute. Who's that? That's who. Yeah, you're on the stream. There you go. Nice. Congratulations. You're always contributing stuff to Gutenberg, anyways. And Aki, I think Aki Hamano was on here too. I thought I saw him. Maybe not though. Maybe not on this release. Anyways, awesome, cool. Okay, that's the features. So I'm going to try something here. I'm going to do a little, where is that thing? I'm going to do a marker. I don't know if that actually worked or not, but now we're going to jump into the Bring Me Your Issues stuff. I'm super excited about this one. So I got this one sent to me an hour ago, and I'm just gonna do this one. So this one is describe your issue. Okay, I'd love to see you code a block that shows how to work with images. When I use media placeholder, it gives me the option for upload and media library. How do you add use featured image like Core's cover block? Interesting. Fates allow. Are you here? Are you on this call? I do that all the time. Are you here watching? If you are, let me know. How to add replace buttons to the block toolbar. It's like Core's image block. It gives you option to open media library. Okay. Goes with covered templates. How to create multiple blocks, but making sure if the user changes the featured image, it changes in the block. Okay, so there's a couple of things. So let's look and see. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna go back over to. Oh, did I close that? I didn't need to close that today. Come on, close it. Open that. Do something. Let's go back in here. Okay, suppose. So bring me your issues. Just gonna keep doing this. You know what? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna do this in this plugin's turning into a giant list of blocks. Okay. So let's see. We're gonna go. No one can read that. Let's zoom it in. Right? Can you read that? That's probably better. Okay. So CD plugins. We're gonna go bring me your issues. Now I'm gonna build a block. And what is this block meant to do? Let's see. What is this thing doing again? I don't think we need this. I don't need that anymore. So working with. Oh, I'll link the issue. This is the issue that we're looking at today. So this is going to be like featured. So if I'm understanding this correctly, I'm reading it like it's basically we want to have a block that allows managing images, but you can choose to display the featured image. I think that's how I'm reading that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a block that sorry, my bot just did weird things. Hold on, better reset my bot. Let's see. Okay, that looks like it works. Anyway, sorry, blah. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a block that allows you to put an image in, but also to use the featured image. And if you change it in the block, it'll change it in the featured image. Right? And vice versa. Okay, so we'll do that. Verse versa. Let's do that. All right. Now, all right. So first thing we have to do is we're gonna use my favorite thing called createBlock package, and we're gonna say no plugin, and this is going to be what is this? The featured image block. Featured image. I'm not gonna call it block because it is a block. So we're just gonna do that in there. Oh. I put that. I put it in the wrong place. So one thing that is you have to remember about the createBlock package is that you have to be in the directory where you want the block files to be scaffolded. So now they're in there. We should see this feature. Uh-oh. What's this? What did I do? What? All this stuff. Post picker. What changes are here? Oh, right. I don't need that. I was testing something. Okay, so let's just do this for now. Okay, so we can all see this. So in our feature, I'm gonna delete this. I'm gonna run this again. I'm gonna call it featured image because I'll just redo it all. And mechanic. Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, the podcast was fun. I recorded that a few weeks ago now, before WordCamp Asia, I think, and it was great. Nathan's a great host, and he was a lot of fun chatting. And I think I talked about Kevin. You know, Kevin. Is he here? Kevin, are you here? Very hard to drink coffee when you don't open the lid thing on the top. Yeah, it's hard. Awesome. Okay, so we got this featured image. So Kev, you're here. Hello, Kev. Awesome. Kev called me out on something that was wrong in a post that I just put out on the developer blog, which you should go check it out. It's about Webpack. I'm gonna just, and he was totally right. It's right there. Go read it, and then tell me everything I wrote wrong about it. Anyways, Webpack post is fire. Oh, thanks. Awesome. Yeah, it was fun to write and very technical. A lot more technical than I thought it was going to be. I wanted to keep it kind of. Not simple, but there's a lot in there, and I didn't want it to be like, this is what Webpack is, and go into like a novel on Webpack, because I don't even fully understand how Webpack works. But I really did want to explain the sort of the relationship between the packages and why you don't have to import stuff. And Kevin, your point about actually installing those packages makes a lot more sense. It makes complete sense, and I agree with you. But I was sort of explaining why, in most JavaScript projects, you have to install your packages, and we don't do that in WordPress land. And there's a specific reason why. So you should go read the post if you don't know that reason. Cool. All right, so let's do this. So I'm gonna start doing this. So what is this thing? We need a media placeholder, right? Well, let's look at what they're talking about with get rid of this, with the cover, right? So cover block, use featured image. All right, so what do I have featured? I'm gonna set the featured image. You know what I'm gonna set the featured image to? My favorite guy in the whole world. There he is. There he is, Kev. Was Yarn in that list? So I got reviewed. I had some peer reviews going on. Where is Yarn? Oh, yeah, Yarn is absolutely not a... I'm just going to go ahead and edit this right now. Just going to go ahead. And delete Yarn, because Yarn is not a bundler. Okay. Anyways. Yarn is package manager, like NPM. Anyhow, okay. Yeah, it is a nice pick, Kev, because I wanted it. Yeah. And then is there a, where's the, so there's a cover block and there's a replace option, use featured image, upload media library. Okay. So we can look at the way the cover block does it. I would imagine, like, so when we look at this, if we get rid of this, like, let's put just a fresh one in. So in the cover block here, cover block. So this is a placeholder. This is that placeholder component. So we can excuse me, we can do whatever we want to do in here, right? This stuff is it. So if we go look at sorry, not that one. If we look at the Gutenberg repository, you can look in packages. And if there's ever like a block that you're like, that's really cool, I want to do that, just go and look at the source, because honestly, that's gonna be probably the most helpful. So let's look at cover. So in the edit, we should have a cover placeholder. So here's the cover placeholder. So media placeholder. What is this? Children. Okay, so all right. So let's look at this. Is the edit thing. And where is it here? Background image. Oh my God, where's the return? Placeholder. Whew. Okay. I don't know what that with illustration is. So color placeholder. So the color palette, right? So So that's the color palette. If we look here, that should be this part. Right? Is it being? It's not. Oh, there's some multiple things going on here. Cover inspector controls, cover block controls. So if we look at the cover block controls. Ow. Where is this then used? Let's see. Okay, so there's a lot of nested stuff going on in here. I would imagine that the block controls, where's that? Block controls right there. So this will be wrapped in a slot called block controls. And then we've got media replace flow, add media replace. Where's that from? Is this custom as well? Block alignment matrix control. Interesting. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on in here. So if we want to do some of this stuff, yeah. So basically, we're gonna need to add some block controls. Okay, so first things first, let's figure out if we have a featured image. Maybe we should do that. Okay, so let's figure that out. So to do that, we're gonna probably want to use. We're gonna need the data store. Now I've done this in. What did I do this in? I remember I did this in the pre-published checklist. So we look at the pre-published checklist. We can featured image. That's not it. So is there? So we should be able to pull. So we're gonna. This is the useSelect getEditedPostAttribute. So we should be able to get that. And so, okay, so to do that, let's, we need the useSelect hook. Let's see, so we're gonna import, first of all, I'm getting rid of all of this because you know how I like to roll. I hate all of this extra stuff. That's no, a couple of P, dang it. Okay, this is gonna be internal dependencies. Okay, and then that's fine. So then I need use state, so we're gonna import use select from WordPress data, and then in here we're going to say const featured image. Is this going to just keep giving me all the code? Because that'd be pretty cool. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, it's going to keep doing it. There we go. So that should give me the featured image ID, which is hysterical. But I'm going to do this a little bit differently. So first of all, we don't need that core editor. Well, we do, but what we're going to do is we're going to which store is that? Core edit? Is that block editor? I wonder if this is going to tell me that this is deprecated. Let's put this in. First of all, let's go cd to do. Let's go npm start. And in here I'm going to go console.log. I'm going to say featured image ID. That's just fun. Okay. Get rid of that. Okay, so now if I go back in here, come back to here. I'm going to delete this. Delete that. What do I call this thing? Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Do it every time. Every single time I need to get the build featured image. So now I should, okay, hold on. Let me quit this. I don't know why it does this, but every once in a while it just loses its mind and it doesn't know where any of my PHPCS stuff is, which is super duper annoying. Okay, so back over here, I should be able to update this. Look at Kevin. Just looking over my shoulder like, you know, so smooth. Featured image. All right, let's see. So I should be able to go featured image. Hello from the block editor. So let's look at this in the console. I said the console. So it's got it. All right, so we got it right there. That's what we got. So which store is this? Because I don't like to use the string. I like to use core editor. So I guess it would be like import store as editor store WordPress editor. And then I like to pass the name like this. You'll see this a lot because it's just a little bit easier to do it that way. And then if this store name ever changes, it just gets exported properly anyhow, and then we don't really need to worry about it. So let's just make sure that still works. 645. Okay, so we've got a featured image. So I don't really need to do what I'm doing here. This is a little bit more than what I need. I can just literally do this, I believe. Like that. Maybe that. I think that'll give me the exact same thing. And we'll see. So let's refresh this. Oh god, get lost, you. Get lost. So that's got 645. So what happens if we remove, if I remove, oh, can I just, there it is, remove the feature. Okay, so it's got nothing. Update this, refresh this. Still comes in as 0, and then I've set the featured image to this terrifying face. I've got another featured image. Okay, so that's how so now that we know we have a featured image, what we can do is we can do some stuff with this. What can we do? So that tells us that we have the featured image. So let's, oops, what do I do? Awesome. Okay. So we have that. So what else does this thing need to do? So Media Poster gives the option to upload media library. How do you add featured image like core covers block? Okay. So when we insert this block, we're gonna import the placeholder. I think the placeholder is from I think it might be from WordPress components. It is. So we'll just grab this and I guess we'll put the div, make it a div because you probably can't put a placeholder inside. Div. All right, and I'll just put this placeholder in here. I don't know what the placeholder is going to show up like, right? Because so the placeholder is just literally what this thing is. That doesn't make any sense what I just said, but you'll see what I'm talking about in a moment. Excuse me? What just happened? Oh, okay. Start by build process stopped. Okay, so now we should just get a placeholder in here. And so placeholder, we're gonna add a whole bunch of stuff in here. And that's it. That's the placeholder. So anything that goes inside, I'm gonna get rid of all these styles. We don't need any of these styles. CSS, I don't want that stuff. We're gonna get rid of style. We're gonna get rid of all this. So let's get rid of this one. We'll update it. Refresh this. So this is a placeholder. So now the placeholder component has got some cool stuff in here. So we should look it up because it accepts children. Like stuff can be placed inside of it. Placeholder, place. Oh my lord. DER and zoom that in. So placeholder. Here we go. So placeholder icon, label, placeholder, and then instructions, column layout, notices, preview with illustration. So let's put some of these things in. So we got what with. What was the prop name? With illustration. Don't know what that's gonna do, but let's look. Oops. Oh, little thing there. That's cool. So you can do that. I wonder, can you like preview to be rendered in placeholder? So React node. Interesting. Notices, rendered notices list, label, this column name, instructions, do an icon, last name. Okay. So label is pretty straightforward. Let's say featured image block, whatever. Should we label? Oh, cool. Okay, so it goes away when it's not selected. That's a nice little touch. Okay, so in here, yeah, thought I'd pop in today and learn a bit. Justin! Hey, Justin! Welcome. Glad you're here, Justin. Kevin's gonna tell us all about JavaScript. Scan. Okay, cool. So all right, cool. Sorry. So we're just looking at some of this placeholder stuff. So the idea with placeholder is that you can put children in. So we can say children. Yeah, let's just do that. That's what I'm gonna go with. So we should see some stuff rendered in there. Yeah. Okay. So that's how we get, if we compare this to like the cover block, right? That's how we would get all of this stuff. So the difference here is, I'm gonna just close this. I'm gonna update this. The difference is, I think this is going to be the instruction text down here. If I just say instructions, right? So we'll just put that in. I've not added my. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of the illustration because I think the illustration is not, it's interesting, but I don't think it's really what we want. So you see we're starting to get a lot closer to what this is. So we can put these items in. So we can add a button. This is just a button, I think. So if we say, let's import button from components, button, right? And in here, in our children, we can go, I'm gonna, wait. Now let's put a button, right? And it'll be variant. What do we say? No, variant. Wow. Variant. Well, call it a link, I guess maybe, and then this will be use featured image. I should be wrapping that in some translation strings. So I will. Something like this. Something like that. And I actually need what's the text name? There we go. Okay, so back over here. Just gotta get in the habit of doing this, making sure I always add my text domain because that's just what you should be doing. Okay, so let's see. So this button's not gonna do anything, but it should show up here, right? Oh. I wonder if that's not the right variant. I think that variant is actually secondary. Nope. What variant is that? You know what? Let's look at it in the inspector. This is another great little tool. So go and install the React Redux extension, and then you can click this button and you can grab this and we can see what the props are. What? Oh, did I click I clicked the button. Hold on. Oops. Let me just see. There's a good cover. Grab that. All right. So if I grab that, right? I should. So in here somewhere we should see a button or something. Media library. Oh wait, that'll work. Media library. Oh, this is super awkward. This is way less awkward, more awkward than it should be. Okay, if I just grab this, I should be able to come in here. Holy smokes, you know what? This is gonna be way faster. It used to be that the components were actually named something helpful, and they're just not anymore. So I don't know if that's... Wait a minute, do I have script debug? Let's look. Let's have a look. another trick is you always want to make sure that you have script debug set to true, because if you have that set to true, you'll get more robust. Well, it's not a Kevin. That's a good question. It's not a placeholder block. It is a placeholder component. So what I think you would do is something like this. So what we would say is we could go like featured image, right? No. So it's got a featured image. We're going to do this. If it doesn't have a featured image, we're going to put the placeholder. So that's what we do. We drop that in there, and then in here we'd say whatever image. We say whatever test, right? So this should why is that yelling at me? That's we do something like that's probably a bit more like a bit less inline, but so what we do is if it had a featured image, I'll update the come on, update this, and then we would just wait. So now if I remove this, you see now we've got it back, right? So it's less about like it's not a block itself. So what happens is like this is accessing like an interface basically, right? So it allows us to say, okay, I'm going to use the featured image. So when I click that, what I can do here is I can I'll just use some state. Actually, it doesn't really matter. So like if it's got a featured image, it would be basically like if featured image and using featured, right? We would want to do that. So there's a couple of like sort of logic things in here, right? So we can say using const using, just spell it right. Using featured, you could say just for true. Oh my god. True, right? So we need to have that as well because yeah, that's what we need to do. This is the real comments block would be helpful. Yeah. Okay, so that is the placeholder. So let's just so we don't need the placeholder. What we'll need to have let me think this through. 1 second. I'm going to put this back the way it was because right now we don't need it to be doing that. We want to know if it's got the featured image. Oops, sorry. But it doesn't really matter at this point. So we're gonna have this, right? So I'm just gonna look at what the block component, block or the button component, what the variants are, because there should be a bunch of variants in your primary button, text label. Scrap by focus in icon is busy. This is very shortcut. Show tooltip target text tooltip. Oh my god, variant. Maybe tertiary. I think that might be it. Let's try that. Secondary didn't look right, so we're gonna go tertiary. Yeah, and I spelled that right. No, here, yes, here. So we'll see. I was trying to match with this sort of look here. And that looks like it's it. Okay, so we're gonna use the featured image. And then, oh, it's just setting away. Yeah, okay. It's just setting. What would be really cool is if you could just reset this. So what is this actually doing? So the cover block is actually an inner blocks instance, right? Have you ever created a custom block to switch images based on color preferences, dark mode? I haven't done that. That's a cool one. Like, so like look at, so like color preferences like in the browser or like inherited from the operating system. Is that what you're talking about? Web dev builds. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be an interesting little thing. You know what? Do me a favor. Go put it in here. Go put it in here for me, if you don't mind. And then we can take a look at that. because that would be a cool one too. Because no, I haven't. It would be very neat to be able to like toggle button or machine preference. Yeah, it'd be very cool to be able to inherit like your browser setting, right? Cool. All right, so I gotta put the cover block. I gotta get rid of this. Delete. Yeah. All right. So. All right, so let's get this part working. And now I guess the question is, I guess we just want to insert an image block, right? Wouldn't that be what we want to do? I'd love to see it web dev builds. I'd love to see that code if you're interested in sharing it. Like I said, if you wanted to create an issue on that list of issues on the Twitch repo, add a link if you can share it or whatever. That'd be really cool to check out. Okay, so we need to do, what was I going to do? Okay, so if it inserts an image block, what does an image block need? So if I just take an image, just a regular old stinking image block, and I take it from the media library, and I pick this one, I hit select, right? What does this actually save as, code editor? It's just an ID. It's just an ID. So what we could do is we could have it insert a block. Cav, this is what you're starting talking about. We could do an inner blocks instance, right? And is my microphone feeding back? Like, am I blowing up the? No, I'm good. Sorry. I thought I got some distortion, but I was wrong. I've never programmatically inserted a image block, so I'm going to do that because wait, have I done that? I feel like I might have done that somewhere because we did post picker inserts blocks, right? Where's that thing? Create block, and then we're going to insert block. So this is, you know what? I'm gonna steal all this code. Where's create block? So create block. All right. So what we want to do is when that button gets clicked, just for the sake of what we're doing now, I'm gonna take this button, these props. I'm gonna change this. I'm gonna set this to tertiary. Do you have anything saying the query loop is a custom block? I do. I have a query loop advanced plugin that I wrote, and it's a variation on the query loop, which is available in a couple of places, but you can download it. Where can you get it here? No, that's that one. This one. Where do I have it? The repository is right here if you want to look at it. It's also available on the WordPress plugins repository, or whatever you want to call that thing. Cool. So anyway, let me sidetrack. So what I want to do here, I want to get rid of that. I'm going to do this. So I would need to import create block. And then I need to do this from here. So the create block comes from, I'm going to need probably both of these, right? From blocks. useSelect. Oh, I already have that. I'm gonna just put this here. Okay. Use dispatch. It's not being used. That's fine. What else do I need? Okay, so I need create block. Sorry, create block. Get clients by block ID. Is that, where the hell is that one taken from? Block editor store, block editor store. Lots of pieces to this puzzle, right? And then what oh, okay, cool. And then I just basically need to get insert blocks, block editor store. What I'm doing here is I'm setting up so I can programmatically create a block. 60 installs. Oh my lord. Not nearly as many as Kevin's awesome code block plugin. You better link that thing, Kev. It's awesome. And then I'm going to need this as well, but I'm going to probably condense these two things. You don't necessarily have to. So I have block editor store in there? I do. Cool. So this is going to get me the ability to get the client ID. Okay. And then in here, this should all just hopefully work. Client ID. Where did client ID? Oh, I have to get that. So client ID comes in from the props that are passed to our edit component. So that would be in here. So that's what we'll do. And this is not going to yell at me. So I'm going to, instead of fixing that, I'm going to just tell it to shut up. Edit. And why is it yelling? Why is this yelling? Oh, get lost. All right. That's the way to do it. So, okay, so I need an innerBlocks thing, right? Just because there should be an innerBlocks in here somewhere. innerBlocks. I'm going to import innerBlocks from the featured from here as well. So my innerBlocks is going to go. It's going to go right in here. Is it going to go right in there? Why is it? Something's broken. I broke something. That's what I broke. Okay, so that should format now. Let's see. Yep. So the allowed blocks I don't care about right now. And so this is going to be, say, core image, and in here, featured image ID. Let's see. Is this going to work? I don't know. Let's see. Okay, let's see what happens here. Access the code editor. Get out of there. Okay, I'm going to refresh this. I'm going to refresh this and see what happens. I'm hoping what happens is I click on this and it inserts. Oh. Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay. So it did. It inserted an image block, but why did the ID not work? So let's see why that didn't work. Code editor. Okay, let's look at the cover block and see what it does. Do I have a cover? Is this, what is this? Oh, that's the image. Okay, I don't need that. So I'm gonna insert cover block again. Because when I click on like that, it just works. So what does it do? What does it do? Monty Logic, how's it going? Block controls is not what I need. Need to replace block. Yeah, I can. Maybe that's what they're doing. So from the placeholder, there should be a media placeholder. Drag drop. Okay. Cover placeholder. I'm trying to wrap my head around the logic, like how that button, like what happened. Media, context view, featured image. Okay, media URL. Hmm. Block set attributes. So this is all the attributes, which is fine. Okay, and block props, class name, template. I don't even see where that button is being created. Paragraph. So that's the inner block template, okay. Interesting. So cover placeholder must have something in there. That's the icon. The children. So where does, okay, so where does, this is, huh, interesting. All right, so it's got to be in here because it's pulling in cover placeholder from wherever it is. Right, and I'm pretty sure cover placeholder, yeah, so if there's there, color palette, and then where does the, where do those buttons come from though? Okay. I guess the thing is, once, like, is that what, sorry, I'm just thinking about Kevin's suggestion of using replace block, which may be what they're actually doing here. So that's the media, featured image, use entity prop. Oh, oh, that's cool. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do that. Where's it getting? It's from context. Okay, that's smart. So I was wondering if we could actually use the entity prop, and it does look like we can. So I think that might be actually a better way of doing it anyways. So let's do that. Use entity prop. Where did that come from again? Data. Use entity prop comes from somewhere. There it is, from core data. So we're gonna grab that. I'm gonna replace this core data. I don't have core data. I'm gonna do that. Use entity prop. So this should allow me to say const featured image equals use entity prop, and it'll be the type is post type, and then we'll which is not actually what we want, because what we're going to want to do is get context out of here as well. And is it context? I can never remember. Is it an array? Context? No. Okay. So post ID and post type. So that's all I need is that stuff. We're going to do context post ID post type, and then I think we're going to need post type to be in here. And then did they actually call? Let's see. Where did I see that? Post ID. Yeah. So then I passed the post ID, and so this is going to give me the post ID. So the benefit of doing this way is if we put this in the site editor, these post type and post IDs are going to be relative to what we're looking at. So if this gets put inside like a query loop block, for example, that like it's part of the query loop template, then it will get the post type and the post ID for this particular block. So that should still work for us there. That's cool. I like to use entity prop a lot better than the other way. It seems just a bit simpler. So then we're gonna get the media image and get media context view. So media. So where does this media URL get used? So where does the URL get used? Is uploading media? Drag name data URL, featured image. Just throwing an image in there. So this is quite literally all it's doing. This is getting the URL from. So where does it get? So how does it get the URL? So it takes the media ID, right, which is good. There's a lot going on here, and then it's getting the media this way. Okay, so let's grab that, and we're gonna see. Right, we do this, and then what are we gonna do? And then we don't actually need to do it that way. So this could be, this I think is where, okay, so we could do something like this. We could say featured image and media ID, right? Like that, and then we can go boom, 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 boom. And what I want to do is, so in here, we're just gonna do an image source, right? Yeah, source is going to be media.url, I think. .url. It's going to be ugly, and it might work, but it might not. I don't really know. And then we're going to do this. Why is that yelling at me? Oh, I need an alt tag. What did it do? What does it do for an alt tag in here? I probably have that available to me. What did it do? What did it do? Alt is alt. Where does alt come from? I'm just gonna put one in for now. It's probably available to me. Alt equals thing. So I'm gonna also just do. I'm gonna console log media. Console.log media, because it might be available in that item. And then let's go back over here and see what happens. Reload. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Go to featured image. Whoa. Whoa! What happened? Also log. It's undefined. Edit 39 is undefined. Media. Core store. Featured image ID. Get media. Now you have to look at what I did wrong there. Let's see, is this actually gonna work? Huh. So it looks like it's undefined. Right. Maybe I can't get that use entity prop thing. No, it's telling me it's not there. So let me look at that use entity prop call again. Hey, remember that time I just blindly copied code in and I was like, this is gonna work, and it didn't? Oh, that's why. Okay, I think that's what I need. Oops. Still doesn't want to work, does it? Interesting. Okay. I don't know why that's doing that. So that's very strange. Very strange. So, but does it work if I go back to, where was that thing? Where's that thing I had? Not in there. I think it's this thing, right? Source, plugin, would be, just put this in here. Yeah, exactly. Who did that? Kevin. Of course you did that. Let's see. How is it all undefined at this point? Something isn't right. Something's not right here. What it is, I don't know. Oh, because I have doing them. There we go. I bet the featured image 730. Okay, so this one seems to work. So core store. So I don't need this. Did this, but this should just work like this. Core editor and editor store. Put that in there. So I should be able to go featured image ID, featured image, context view, featured image. That should spit that out. And now hopefully I'll get some media information back about it. That's really weird that entity hook didn't work, but I don't want to mess with it anymore. So let's find out. What the hell? What the hell? No one can read that. I'm gonna do some digging and figure out what is going on here. The data.select core editor, right? No, what is that? Core store. This from core data. So I think it's this data, right? And it'll be, should be some stuff in there. Nope. So get media in here, get media, so core. So I should be able to say dot get media, and then what was the ID of that thing? Did it get spit out somewhere? I don't remember. Okay, let's make sure we have it here. Yeah, okay, let's refresh this, make sure I have it. I am such a horrible developer. Like, horrible. There we go. It just worked. So I should be able to get the source URL is what I want out of that, right? I should be able to get submedia.source URL, right? And then is there an alt in here? Should do I hit the alt saved with here? It is alt text. I'll just put that in there. Media.alt text. All right. So this is like that. Ridiculous. All right, let's look. So, oh, that button doesn't do anything, does it? Right? Ouch. Interesting. All right. That'll be why. Oh God. I want to make sure I have images. I have media as well. Right. So let's, yeah, let's reload this. So this should show the image. Oh yeah, there it is. Just jumped in there. And then if I remove it, I should get the placeholder back. So I click that, it doesn't do anything. Okay, that worked. Size is all messed up though. Yeah, size is a bit ridiculous. I wonder how did they handle size in here with the image? Did this hard code it? I don't know. I don't know what they did. We're gonna look. Image. So source is gonna be URL, reference, media element, class name. I'm gonna steal that. I'm just gonna steal that for now. Well, it's probably gonna be like that forever now too. So let's see. I'm gonna update the post. Fresh stat. And that is still too big. So there's some CSS I have to figure out there. But anyways, so that's how that works. So the only other thing we need is we need to be able to say, so in here I don't need this at all. I want to be able to go. Here we're gonna go called set. Attributes, because for this block we're going to probably want to save. We're going to want to save it as an attribute, whether or not we're using the featured image, right? So in here we're going to go attributes. It's going to be featured image. Yes, we'll say type. Boolean, right? Get a true or false situation. And then in here, we're gonna say use featured image, and then the con click is gonna say set attributes to, what is it? What do I call that thing? It's an object. Yeah, I literally can't remember what I just called it. Featured image, we're gonna set that. Featured image, we're gonna set it to true. And I'm gonna change it to use featured image because that is a much better name. And then in here, I should be able to get attributes somewhere. Use featured image, and then it's like if use featured image and featured image ID and media, then we're gonna display that. Otherwise, we'll display this. All right, so if I refresh this now, come into here and I click this, boom, now we should have it. All right. Now that doesn't really do much. Max width 100%. You know it, fella. All the width. I want all the width. All right, let's go image. Where'd my styles go? What's going on here? There it is. There you go, Kev. Even your CSS, you did it. I think Core puts it in a figure tag. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. So we'll wrap that in a figure tag, maybe. So like a figure tag. I don't think that this is like accessible and correct at all. But that's not what I care about. Just kidding. I totally care about that. Okay, so let's see what this looks like. So I had the max width in there too. We wanted inherent styles. I do want inherent styles. Why? Well, you're always up in my face about stuff. Let's see what this does. Didn't work. Didn't work. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that. And that's really unfortunate that it looks like that. That it does that little thing. I wonder if we need to save it. Oh, we haven't done any output on it yet. I mean, I guess depends on how would we want to do this on the front end, like in the save. We'd probably want to have it return like a figure, right? Like figure this, right? And then basically want to redo this. We want to have this. Oh, not that thing. Not that thing. You want to basically put that in there, right? So we want to save these as attributes. What do we want to save these as attributes? What do you think? What are we thinking here? Save those as attributes, then they just get spit out as attributes. That's fine. Because the media, so we can just have a URL, an ID. The alt text though might change. I don't know. So we save those as, we could do that, I guess. So we have these as attributes. You have the URL. Type. It's going to be string, right? And then yeah, I am saving that right now. That's, oh, right. Yeah. That's smart too. That's smart. We'll call it whatever, media ID. Right, we do something like that. So this is going to be number. So hold on, I'm getting a little bit all over the place here. I don't like where this is headed. I feel. And I can see why working with images is a big PETA, because what I wanted to have in the front end, you get all, so if this is a dynamic block, we can absolutely get all the information that we wanted. And I would probably build this as a dynamic block, because I didn't build it as a dynamic block. I mean, I can, but currently it's not. Which means that we have to save everything. We got to save all the stuff, and I don't want to save all the stuff. I don't personally like static blocks. Between you and I, don't tell anyone. I think dynamic blocks are absolutely the way to go, because it just makes saving things easier. So maybe that's what we do, and maybe the only thing we need is this flag, and the media ID, right? Maybe that's all we need. And then we can just do, we can add a render.php in here, right? And then in our save, in our index, all we have to do, so here's a, I don't know if this is a little known fact or not. I didn't know this, but so if you were going to do a, like a dynamic block, typically what you would do is you would do that. You would say save, you know, but behind the scenes, that's actually what it's doing. So you can do that, you can get rid of that save property entirely, and the default value is that it'll return null. And so the only other thing we have to do is now we have to do render. Render, and it's a file, it's a fillet, and it's going to be render.php. Right, and then inside of that, we can take what I had in the save. You know what? Where's the one in the blog post? We'll steal what's in here. Right, and we're gonna put this in here, and I'm gonna open up some PHP tags. If I can spell it, if I can ever spell it right, and then we're gonna change this to a. Oh wait. Figure, right? And this will be a figure tag as well, right? And then we're gonna do this. We're gonna get rid of this. And why is that yelling at me? Oh. It's wanting me to literally do this, and this stuff drives me nuts. Leave me alone. My PHP CS is driving me bonkers. Okay, so see, that's completely pointless. So then, and then in here, I can use the image stuff that I had in here. So image like this. And do this. That's not going to be right at all. So we'll just do this for now. This doesn't like to format PHP for me. I'm lost without my auto formatting. Okay, so then in here we'll have like attributes. We'll have like media, like image ID. Image ID will be like attributes, and whatever the heck I saved it as. Block.json would be media ID, right? And then we can get our get the media stuff. Get the media. All right, we'll do that in there, and then we get all that. So I think that's probably the better way of doing it. So now we have to basically use featured image, set featured image true, and then we're going to also say media ID is going to be featured image ID. Right? I don't need that anymore. Yeah, I think that'll work. And then, you know, I'm going to do here is in the this is the best way. I love doing this. Var dump. Var dump. If I can spell it right. Image ID. So we should be able to get all the information out of there. Actually, I'm just going to var dump all the attributes, so it should show us everything that we need. It's doing that out low. Okay, cool. So let's refresh this. Let's temp the block recovery. That's fine. Okay. And then, you know what? I'm going to delete this. Delete this one. And I'm going to go, what is this thing called? Featured image. I'm going to set that, right? And hit update. I'm going to come over here, and I should get, that seems very strange that it's doing that. Why is it doing that? I actually have no idea why it's doing that. Okay, let's check. That's working. Oh, you know what? I think I might need to rebuild because I changed it to a dynamic block. So what does this do? That does not seem to make any difference. What is going on? Just let me make sure I'm doing this correctly. Log in here, render, file, render.php. Yup. Was a space in there? Maybe we didn't like that. I don't know. I should be able to just delete this thing altogether now. And in the index, get rid of the save. Do that again. Resave post. Whoa. Uh-oh. Well, something's broken. That's something that got something to do with it. Can't find. Okay, I know because I just deleted it. All right, something's wrong here. Resolve save in featured image. Huh? Okay, weird. Maybe I have to do this. I never used to have to do that. Now it's working. So that's super weird. All right, well, I stand corrected. You do have to put that in. I never thought you had to. It used to work before. Oh, now there's a critical error on my website. What is happening? Whoa. Debug log. Where are you? Where are you? Here's my debug log. There it is. Oh, I know why that's happening. It happens all the time. For some reason, stuff just doesn't get rebuilt. And that's the error. Okay, so I'm going to use the featured image. What is our featured image? Media ID. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So that's it. But why is that image there? Literally no idea why that image is there. So weird, man. All right, I'm gonna update this. Now there should be nothing. Is it from the template? Oh my lord. Did I edit this in the template or something? Oh, because it's the featured image. Because it's the featured image. Ryan, you're an idiot. Totally. That's what it is. No, that's exactly it. Thank you, whoever pointed that out. Whatever, forever. Thank you for that. I'm gonna update this. But why am I not getting? That's what I'm getting. Okay, so I'm getting everything here. So this is just part of the image. This is part of the template because I'm an idiot. I didn't do it right. Okay, so now we should be able to pull out all the stuff that we need from the media. I'm at noon, so I might just have to cut it off here. But thanks for helping me through this, everyone. It's been an emotional experience mostly. Yeah. So in here we'll get the what is it? Get media item, and then we'll pass the media ID. Right, should do something like that, and then I'm going to rdump that. We'll see what happens there. That doesn't do that. Go on the front end. Oh boy, more errors. Weird random errors again. There's a fatal in here somewhere. On call. Oh. Oh, maybe it's just not available at that point. WordPress get thumbnail? Get media? Media by ID. Get attachment image. I think that's what I want. I was just calling random. I'm apparently just making functions up now. Let's see what that does. Oh, that's the actual whole thing there. So I need to just pass some stuff in there. Okay. So then it's just basically do I have to echo that out? Feels weird. Yeah, you do have to echo it, which is that's what it is. So this should just give me the whole featured image. It does right there. I don't know why. Oh, I have to take that out. So you just pass. Oh God, pass some attributes to that, so that'll work. You can get everything you need that way. Okay. Well, that's pretty raw, but I might pick it up next week again. It's noon. I gotta go. But thanks everyone for hanging out with me. I always appreciate it. And like I said, keep sending me these awesome. Keep sending me these awesome issues, and I will try to fight through them as best I can. And I really like the idea of the dark mode thing. Whoever's idea that was really cool. Whatever Forever says, thank you, Ryan. I learned a lot from your streams. I was able to start creating wordpress. Oh, nice. Great, awesome. Well, whatever Forever, thank you for saying so. That's literally why I'm here. So I appreciate you telling me that. But anyway, awesome. So next month I think next month I'm going to start a new series. I'm going to continue doing the Gutenberg reviews that I do, but I'm thinking for the month of May I'm going to be away for a week, so I'll miss one. But I want to start a theme for developers. So I think I've been talking about this. I think I'm just going to do it, and you're going to watch me fight through it. It's going to be good times. But I think that's what I'm going to do. I haven't fully decided yet. But anyhow, until next week, I will see you all in the internets. That's the word. I didn't make it up. Goodbye. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a like. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more content about Gutenberg and WordPress development.